Alright everyone, this is Starry, media staff on EUeSports, and today
Starry,
and today I've got Gremlinz with me. As you can tell, Hamilton's with me and Tibbz is with me as well. So guys, thanks for joining me. And to get straight into it, you're looking forward to ECL 2, and do you think you can outplace extra-royalty and aesthetically pleasing Hamilton?
Well, to be honest, it's just going to be like a bit difficult because everybody's saying that we're going to do well, but I don't think we will. But it just depends. I think we'll do a lot better than most teams because half of them are still connection aged. It's unreal. You'll see Royalty. Royalty will probably will win it, but I think we'll come maybe third or fourth. Although I can see us just fucking it up real bad.
Okay,
yeah.
Tibbz.
I think.
You got any thoughts yourself, Tibbz? You're just going to sit there in silence.
Well, yeah, pretty much the same as what Sean said, really. I think people are rooting us to be one of the best teams, but I don't think we've had enough practice as a team, to be honest. And I think there's many stronger teams out there than us.
Of course, Tibbz, you coming from ex-Imperial, most likely going to be playing against them at ECL 3. Are you looking forward to that game, and do you think you're going to force them to choke and beat them?
Yeah, I'm looking forward to that game. I'm looking forward to every game, to be honest. Just a banter in game with Imperial will probably be good. Like in between the games, maybe a bit of shit talk to Rex and Callum.
Yeah.
Maybe Ants.
Yeah, of course.
They're actually going to choke real bad. They're just going to choke again so much.
Where do you think they'll finish, Sean?
I say fifth.
Fifth?
No, fifth. I think fifth's a bit. I say fourth, but I don't see them doing well, to be honest.
All right.
I'm reading something that yeah. Go on.
All right, fair enough. Looking at the little teams back there, because there always seems to be the big four. The Fab Four seems to be you, Imperial, ex-Royalty, now Apex, and aesthetically pleasing. Do you think there's anyone below that could possibly make the jump into that top four if they perform well, or is there just no one there that can really make it?
Well, go on, Tibbz, you go first.
The Sharks or whatever you call yourselves. I think you will do well, to be honest. If you play like you do in scrims and you don't choke, you will play to your best. Yeah.
Yeah, pretty much that. Yeah, pretty much that, Sean. Yeah, Sean.
To be honest, Endless is going to turn up. You Endless, you're the fourth most connection-aided players I've ever seen in my life. All four of you. You're going to choke real bad again. The one team that's actually going to do well at the small teams is Bunny's team. You'll actually be surprised at how good Bunny is. Bunny is pretty decent, to be honest.
Okay. Yeah, no problem. All right, I'm going to go into a few questions from this aspirations and predictions thread. We've spoken really about expectation and where you think you're going to place. So how about your biggest rivals? Now, Arthur, I think it goes without saying your biggest rival is Imperial, but
yeah.
Hamilton, your biggest rival?
Royalty. For Royalty, I just don't rate. I think AG is good, and Finch, and well, I just don't rate Josh. If I'm totally honest, I don't care if he finished second at ECL 2. He's just not as good as he was in Quad 4. I don't rate him. Sorry.
Okay, no, it's fine. Downfall. Another question. What are you worst at? I would take a wild guess is that it's practicing as a 4. But yeah, what if you go to ECL and lose? What would actually be your downfall? Would it actually be that you're not practicing as a 4 enough?
Well, it'd be lack of communication and maybe a bit of arguing.
Yeah. To be honest, if people start pissing me off, I'm just going to wind them up because I can't be asked for it. If people are just going to start annoying me, I don't know really. We'll do good. It's just
we also don't know what we're doing half the time.
Yeah.
Don't know who's running.
Well, now Phil's back, of course, back from holiday. Lucky him. You going to get a bit more practice as a 4, hopefully, or are you just going to fly into ECL blind and just hope for the best?
We've just come off EUeSports actually.
Oh, have you now? Well, fair. How did that go?
Yeah,
how did that go?
And we were arguing. So,
thought the same.
No, are currently arguing in the chat saying, "How old are you, man? Seriously? No, I fucking don't be the team." Blah blah blah. So
Well,
yeah.
you may not have. I didn't say you may be arguing as a team, but it can't be contested that individually you're all skilled players and that you should all do well at the event. But do you think like teamwork is going to come down for it a lot for you guys? Do you think teamwork plays a major factor in your team and that could screw you over?
Yeah. If we had as much practice as Imperial, I reckon we'd be better than them.
Okay. Talking about arguing within a team, I'll ask another awkward question. The team's choke player. So, who do you think in a team is going to choke big in the event, and who could like cost you a game and that you would never speak to again? Hamilton.
I don't think anybody will choke. You can't really say like someone's going to choke because like everybody's going to make mistakes.
All right, fair. But say like if you had to say who would do the worst. Got to be someone, man.
I don't
it's like a downward spiral. When we start arguing, it's just a downward spiral, and then everyone starts to play bad.
If I say in here I think it's going to choke, they're just going to come on Skype after this because both didn't start moaning at me. So.
All right. Well, I'll say a team choke then. Tibbz, do you want to say someone, or would you prefer not to?
I don't know really. I don't think no one's going to be particularly choked. Or all events, to be honest. I mean, we might have our own choke maps, but that's just general, isn't it? Really.
Okay.
As Infected showed at ECL too.
Yeah, they did. Fair enough. And teams you want to play against. So there's a few. You can name a couple of teams that you really can't wait to.
John's team.
Yeah.
If we play them, I just want to watch him choke so hard and just laugh in his face.
Yeah.
He's just one person I want to beat in the end. If Ender speaks to me, I'm not going to hear the end of it either because I've played against him so many times in GB where he's like abused, stunned, and choked. So he would just laugh. So them two really, to be honest.
Tibbz?
Everyone really. Like you said, Imperial probably I want to play most.
Yeah.
Some of the least known teams. Maybe.
Are you looking forward to playing Hatchet's team, Tibbz?
Yeah, actually, yeah, I am. Yeah, because Ash.
Yeah, I don't think they're going to do anything.
Yeah, well, me and Tibbz have stuff to prove. What about the other three members of their team, Rob, Mike, and Ash? You think they're all right?
I think Mike's decent, but Ash, I don't know really. I don't know really. I can't really comment.
Don't know enough about them. Fair enough.
We haven't played in much of the team, have we? To be honest.
Yeah.
Well, we haven't played much of the team altogether.
I think the only team we've played is Royalty and Imperial.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I'll ask another question close along those lines of who you want to play against, and they're the team that you'd hate to lose to. So lose to a team and never live it down. To be perfectly honest, you got a team that you would despise losing to in the max, Tibbz?
Well, it has to be Denty's team.
Mm-hmm. Denty's team, yeah.
When you see Denty running about with an AK-47, the red dot.
Oh yes.
You know that if you lose to that, then you're just not going to let it down. I've seen him in a private match running about with an AK-47U with a heart like sight or whatever it is.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
And you just wonder why he's paying £60 to go there, but you know.
Oh,
yeah, I'd say Denty's team. I'd say the is it Vengeance, the ones that.
Yeah, Vengeance, the GB team.
Nothing.
They'll do good, by the way. They'll do good.
Nothing personal against them. It's just.
Yeah.
It's
like, are there any teams as well as John's team? Because literally, I reckon if I asked that question to everyone I interviewed, they would say Denty's team. But is there anyone, like middle of the road or big teams that you'd hate to lose to? Because yet again, I'd touch on Imperial Arthur because, you can imagine Nexium Rex not stopping.
I'd say Pancakes is worse. Ash will just
absolutely.
Just not stop. It'll be endless.
I would go as far as saying Ash and Mark are worse at taunting and abuse than Nexium Rex, by far, actually.
Yeah, definitely.
And give us your secret tip to the event. I know Tibbz, you've been to LAN before. Hamilton also been to LAN. Performed well both times, beating some good teams. So give us a secret tip going into LAN, Tibbz.
Mine's just like stay relaxed. But I was watching some people and they just seemed too nervous about who was watching them. You know, what their KD was like or whatever, and they just, you know, they just like flustered. I just say, you know, forget about all that shit and just like focus on the game. No one really gives two shits at the end of the day, to be honest.
Okay, Hamilton.
Well, I don't know. It's a tough question, really, to be honest. If you're gonna like go to LAN, you just need to relax and just focus on what you're doing. It doesn't really put me off with people there, but the one thing I've noticed is my knees shake to hell. Like I do, like fling me up and down on my knee, like my legs shake. So it's just nervous, I suppose. One thing I like doing though is doing the unexpected, which I'll probably be doing at LAN, because it worked well at COD 4 at Redden, so I'll probably do it this year as well. So don't expect the usual if I'm flag running or doing something.
All right. We touched on teams that we would play against. You know, we went through a few players, like with Pancake's team. How about let's go through aesthetically pleasing, because no one really knows much about them. Team consisting of Gals, Keen, Pred and Ted. I don't know whether you've scrimmed against them before, I doubt you have, but how do you reckon they'll do at the event?
I reckon they'll do well. They got 4 strong players, so I don't know if they're practicing much or not. I think they're practicing a bit on the Xbox.
I don't know if I'm being big-headed, but I don't rate Pred on PS3. He's not that good on Xbox either. I don't know if it's me just being like anti-negative to like everybody, but I just don't rate.
Okay.
Sorry.
No. Don't have to say sorry to me right now. What about scanning through the teams now and seeing with those that are going to play side? What about Vindictive? Vindictive recently, you know, they picked up Emmett. They've got Shuffle at Emmett, Loveday and Oates. How do you think they'll get on?
I forgot they were going. Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I no comment. I just give like negative comments on everybody, but you know, as much as I like them in person, Emmett's overrated as well. Sorry.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
Tibbz, would you agree with that?
Yeah, but Emmett's got, you know, great comms, which I think is a good thing for the team.
No, he is. Yeah, he's got good company. Runs flags a lot. It's just
Well,
not real.
Another team that is actually, unlike a lot of us, actually going to get some LAN practice before the event is Monsters. That's Donzy's team, hoping to get a word with him in the near future. And they're going to be attending a Call of Duty XP event in Edinburgh a week on Saturday. He is his team, one of 2 teams confirmed, the other team being a team of Randys. No one really knows them. Bit of a team of shit kids called, just that team called Fnatic MSI. With a certain Randy called Excellency in the team. So how do you think they'll get on against Fnatic in Edinburgh?
How many teams are attending that?
Only 2 is confirmed as far as we know, Fnatic and Monsters. So how do you think Donzy will get on against Excellency and co?
I wish him all the best, but I don't think.
Yeah.
Is it played on...
It is played on Xbox on MLG rules, but I think that the most important thing for them is that they're going to get some LAN practice, aren't they, before ECL? You know, they're going to be able to play at a game of base and, you know, get a bit of practice. And you think that's going to be helpful for them before the LAN event?
Yeah, that could be good for them, although it is MLG, like you said. I mean, I don't know. Also, it's on Xbox.
Yeah, fair. Well, as far as we go, I think I'll wrap this up. So, guys, thanks a lot for doing this. Good luck at the event. Try not to argue too much. I'm sure you will do just fine. And for everybody else, thank you for watching, and I'll see you guys soon.